What is going on? We back at it again. What's poppin' YouTube? We back at it again. Some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super type beat. Hey, I'm trying my best not to just spam these hoes, bro. I really but these fan mangas be entertaining as hell. Oh my god. Okay, so last episode, the training arc ensues. But we got, they said 3 months? Was it 6 months or 3 months? I forgot. Either way, it's 3 or 6 months. I mean, that's not a lot. That is not a lot of time. But they do have the chamber. You know what I'm saying? So now we training up Goten. And I'm pretty sure Trunks, because this nigga Goten was telling this nigga all the tea on the phone. So yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Goten. Okay. Them boys been training. I see y'all, man. Yeah, put that work in. Still not enough though. It's not enough. This nigga Goku block that nigga shit with one hand, bro. Like, not bad, son, not bad. You up there, man. You kind of getting like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause like it's levels to this shit. Cause Goten going Super Saiyan 3 is different from Goku going Super Saiyan 3. You feel me? So yeah. Oh my god, so entertaining, bro. They lucky I'm not rich. They lucky I'm not filthy, stinking rich. I'd be like, here, go get a team, animate this shit, bro. Okay, anyway, do it over, like, man, comment below, subscribe, all that good jazz. You feel me? Subscribe to Alex, get bro. 2 milli tie sheet. Without further ado, let's dive on in. This one like 31 minutes. So oh yeah, it's a good one. My ears.
As our story now continues back on planet Earth, following the events of our heroes having to be shown returning as Vegeta was shown
gravity room,
inside of the gravity room by himself, to which it was only during the middle
we
of
gotta lock in, bro. Y'all got so much pressure, man. Oh my god.
The Elder Sage within the Mirror Realm was when Vegeta went on to then say to himself by responding, so the Grand Priest has finally decided to go and throw down the gauntlet on behalf of those Omni Kings now, has he? Because with the second tournament of power being held that will not only go as far as to bring together the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse,
good
but
luck,
also
bro.
Additional warriors from across the Omniverse that range from different realities, different timelines, and different dimensions. I have to go and be ready for anything that will go and be thrown in my direction for when the time finally comes. For this will be more than just a mere tournament, as this will be a war for supremacy and the battle that will determine on who will truly stand at the pinnacle of power as being called the absolute strongest in existence, as I will not go and allow for myself to be anything less than the absolute best for once that time comes, as I will further go on to push my body, my mind, and my very soul beyond its previous limitations, as I will not go and allow myself to be defeated in this upcoming battle, no matter who it is that I have to go on and face, Vegeta continues, because if the Grand Minister believes that my mastered Ultra Ego form is powerful but a bit flawed when having to go up against him, then I will have no other choice than to push myself beyond it, for I will go and take his words to heart, but I
cannot wait to see what my boy is gonna get, bro.
So instead, I can't wait to use this as the very foundation for my next evolution, for I must go on to find a way to surpass my current levels of strength, because
again, all I do know is give him his tail.
Able to see something that I wasn't able to see whilst inside that mirror realm, and so because of this, I must find out as to what it was that he had seen. Vegeta adds, as I know that I had seen something that was staring back at me while within that mirror realm, something that haunts me even now while I train, because while that Elder Sage had continued to speak in riddles, I know that there was a truth that was hidden behind his words, a truth about my future that I cannot ignore, and so what exactly did
something about death and whatnot, we're gonna see.
He mean when he alluded to my destiny before throwing me out, Vegeta continues, as I'm sure that Kakarot must have been given the same treatment when he was shown having to enter into that realm, and so I must go and get down to the bottom of what he had said before the Omniversal tournament.
Only time, bro. Only time will tell.
And while I will go and continue to use different training methods before the day when this tournament actually begins, since I already know that Kakarot is more than likely going to be going and doing the same as I speak, Vegeta adds, and because I know that he is more than likely giving it his all in training just as intensely as I am going to go and make sure that he isn't going to be the only one who walks into this tournament as being the strongest that he could possibly be.
I can
only expect for this upcoming tournament to also bring about and introduce alternate variants of the warriors who reside in this universe, including likely for myself and Kakarot. Nevertheless, no matter who it is that I end
Don't worry,
up
fam.
against, whether
Don't worry. As of right now, you the strongest. don't worry about that, big dog. Your variants, don't worry about them niggas. As of right now, don't worry about them niggas, bro.
whether it's one of the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse, Kakarot, or even an alternate version of myself, I will not go on to lose no matter what it is that they end up throwing in my direction, Vegeta continues. And while I'm still pondering on what exactly it was which that Elder Sage had meant by what he had told me while seeing what I saw within that mirror realm,
Nigga trained so nonchalantly, bro.
one way or another, I will go and get down to the bottom of what it was that I had seen within my reflection, and I don't plan on stopping until I find out as to what that was. But then, it was only just within those very moments, unbeknownst to Vegeta, as Trunks was shown having to open the door to the gravity room, having to make his way inside, was when Trunks went on to then quickly respond, well, finally, there we are now, as this crummy door was somehow stuck and it didn't want to open, but now that I'm here, hey, Dad, do you mind if I trouble you for just a second? Cause I really wanted to go and ask you about something. Trunks, Vegeta questions upon being shown smacking one of the droid blasts directly in his direction. And how exactly did you go and manage to get inside? For the sign on the door clearly said, "Do not enter." As
That nigga smacked it in his direction, bro.
Oh, hey, whoa,
Dodge!
I'm not a stand aside. Vegeta then went on to teleport in front of Trunks by smacking one of the blasts away. And as this isn't the time or the place, Trunks, and just what exactly are you doing here? Vegeta questions.
The hell you want, boy?
I already go and tell you to stay out of the gravity room while I'm busy and having to go and train inside. Now, what do you want? With Trunks responding, well, geez, Dad, I didn't mean to come in here and get you all upset or anything, but I only rather figured that you weren't as busy as I thought you'd be, since I wanted to go and ask you about something. When the chamber doors closed,
do not enter, bro. I'm locked in, bro. Otherwise, I'm gonna put a belt to ass.
Like this again, Trunks, with Trunks quickly responding, yes, sir, I understand. As I didn't really think that you'd be back from Lord Beerus's world so soon. Otherwise, I would have more than likely had waited, if anything, Dad. With Vegeta responding, well, you could have seriously had went and injured yourself just by barging in the way you just did, especially since you didn't even go as far as to ask me for permission to go and be in here in the first place. And so now, why are you here, Trunks? And don't you dare go and lie to me as to why you are here either. With Trunks responding, well, there's honestly something that's been on my mind for a long time now, and I can't help but shake this feeling to want to know. And well, ever since I found out that both you and Goku were able to somehow go and find a way to tap into these incredible new levels of power that you guys wield, powers of course that go far beyond anything that I ever would have imagined and
Damn, they got shit.
I can't help but feel this burning desire inside of me ever since learning about it. Now, I've seen what you've accomplished and how you've pushed yourself beyond the normal limits that even gods themselves thought were unreachable, and with me and Goten having to talk this over and agree upon how this makes us feel, it only goes as far as to make me wonder, do you think that maybe it's possible for me to also go as far as to do the same thing that you went and did, Dad? Do you think that I could ever go as far as to reach the same level of power?
Yeah, nigga, if you locked in
as being called Mastered Ultra Ego, Dad? And I know that I've never really asked you for much of anything throughout my life, and especially when it comes down to training, since I know that you often prefer to go and train alone when you do so. But
that's when you fucked up at. You gotta press him, nigga.
To go and ask you to help me, since
train me,
I never
nigga.
really thought that you'd even consider me to be worthy of having to train with. But anyways, while I was hesitant to go and ask you about this before, I'm here to go and ask you about this now. With Vegeta being shown having to turn and responding, wait, you what? Surely you're not serious now, are you? Are you saying that Kakarot's youngest is also in agreement with you and feels the same way? Vegeta questions. And exactly how long have both you and the other one had been hiding this from me and Kakarot for? Vegeta continues. And why are you both so seemingly very interested in wanting to be trained for all of a sudden? Explain yourself now. And for the record, don't you
well, see, what happened was,
ever look down upon you as being an unworthy training partner to train with, or I should go and smack you across your face for even going as far as to think about such nonsense. Trunks, Vegeta
let him know, man. You my son, bro.
Too busy and more preoccupied with taking girls on dates than you were with your training, and so now start talking, Trunks. With Trunks responding, well,
Yo,
although
player. here.
may come as a sudden shock and surprise from out of nowhere, but, well, when Goten had went and told me about how his dad was training under the angelic path with Whis and how you were training under the path of a destroyer with Lord Beerus, it made me go and realize that I can't just sit back and do nothing with myself, Trunks continues. As I went and heard so much about your mastered Ultra Ego power and Goku's angel form that was went and used against Frieza and his brother Cooler, and it ultimately got me thinking about what would happen if something were to go wrong if the two of you were no longer here, Trunks says. Like, what if both you or Goku were completely gone, Trunks adds. What if our universe was threatened again and there was no one left who could do anything to stop it, Trunks questions. As I can't just go and hope that everything will be okay when there's a chance that it may not, but what's even worse, Trunks adds, is that I overheard Goten mentioning something about the possibility for there to be some kind of a second tournament of power happening soon, and, well, if that's the case, then I need to be ready, Dad, for I can't just go and afford to be caught off guard if and when this happens, and so because of that, I need to go and be ready to protect our universe and go and carry on our family's legacy in
They
case
both not wrong, because
sheesh. So now that is exactly why I am asking to go and train with you, Dad, as I want to go and make sure that if that time comes that I'm strong enough to go and stand by.
Because to be honest with you, bro, oh my god, if there was in the first TOP, bro, they weren't gonna last long anyway, bro. To be honest with you, even if they're strong, stronger than Roshi, Krillin, and Tien or whatever the fuck, bro, they weren't gonna last long any goddamn way, bro. Oh my god, they don't seem these niggas, these real niggas.
And protect everything that matters to us, and so because of this, I can't just go and continue to stand idly by and allow for something similar that went down with Frieza and his brother to go and happen like that again, and that is simply because if it were not for both you and Goku, then we would have been goners for sure, with Vegeta shown having to then respond. So Kakarot went and blabbed about the second tournament of power to his sons now, did he? Oh, well, of course he did, that idiot.
Idiot, bro. That's your bestie.
Tell me, Trunks, what makes you think that you are ready, Vegeta questions? Or have you ever even considered the weight of what you are asking for here? Because I don't think that you understand, for I've seen what this world and this universe demands of its warriors, and so, if you are not ready to go and endure the hell that lies ahead, then you are simply not ready to go and stand by my side, Trunks. And as this simply isn't just about mere power, for it is about willpower and about enduring the pain that comes with it, along with the losses that you end up taking and the relentless push that you have to go through and having to break your limits. But I won't go easy on you if this is what you truly want, because if this is truly what you want, then you will have to go prove it not just to me, but to yourself.
Yes.
Responding, and I will go on to do exactly just that if you simply go and give me the chance to go and prove to you as to why I deserve to go and be a part of this, Father, which this is
also, this Trunks already looks better than fucking that bullshit we got in Super, bro. Alright. Still can't forgive them niggas for doing that shit, bro. For what they did to our GOAT. Like, why they made him look like that?
I am simply having to ask from you, and if you can go and grant me the approval in being able to
downgrade is crazy.
Exactly that, then I will go and show you as to why I do belong, Dad, with Vegeta having to then respond, a little persistent now, aren't we? Well, fine, because if you truly are certain about yourself and being able to go and prove me wrong here, then so be it. Or I will go on and give you just one chance to go and try to change my mind and convince me on why you should go and be a part of this upcoming event, but if you are to fail to go on and having to convince me otherwise, then you can forget it, with Trunks responding, wait, seriously? You really mean it? Well, thank you, Dad, as I promise I'll go on to do everything within my power to go and prove it to you otherwise, and I won't go and blow this opportunity here against you either, so you can go and rest assured of that. But when exactly do you think that we can go and start out what we will go and do? Vegeta went on to then quickly interrupt, is that you will proceed in having to go on to listen to everything that I say, as we will go and start here and now, beginning with a quick sparring contest between us, as from there, go on to determine on whether or not this will continue to go after the fact of when we are finished. But in this contest, you are to go on to use all of your power here against me and nothing more. Do you understand? Because anything less than your best will result in having me crush you. Do I make myself clear? So all of it. Every bit of what you are made of is to be brought out in this battle here against me, otherwise you will regret it. credits, Vegeta continues.
Yes, he
And
will.
So now go on and transform and let me see on what you've got.
Lock in, little nigga.
In which, nevertheless, of course, this was exactly what Trunks went on to do, because with Trunks being shown having to immediately power up into a Super Saiyan right before having to be called out in transitioning into a Super Saiyan 2 was when Trunks went on to then respond, well, if that's going to be the case, then far be it from me to go and keep you waiting then, so I'll just go and start with this. And since you want me to go all out and fight you by using my all, then I can assure you that this will be exactly what I will go and do. And so I'm ready.
Right.
Vegeta responding, fighting me head on and only having to use the standard level of Super Saiyan isn't going to be what will help you here, Trunks. And so now hurry it up and go and raise your power level and transform even higher. Otherwise, all you'd be doing here is wasting my time. To which
No
that was exactly
facts.
what Trunks did, because the moment Trunks from there went on to transform into a Super Saiyan 2 was when Trunks then went on to quickly shout, well, if that's how you want to go and have this be, then let's go and kick things up into the second level and see how far I can go and take you.
Nowhere,
that'll
nigga.
be your ace card against me here.
You're not taking me nowhere, nigga. You're not taking him nowhere, bro. You're not taking him anywhere, bro.
Now, will it, Vegeta questions? What a shame. But
And what a
fine.
shame.
Well, you may go and come at me and prove me wrong, but I
Come on,
warn
man.
you, Trunks. If at any
Tatakaye.
point I go and find the need to go and put you down, then just know that I will not hesitate in doing so. And so now hurry it up and go and show me on what you've got. To which, as Trunks was then shown having to do exactly that, was when Super Saiyan 2 Trunks then went on to quickly shout, then by all means, but you shouldn't have to go and underestimate me here either, because who is to
Oh, no,
say
he
that
can.
this won't be enough to go and convince you otherwise, Dad? Well, is that so? Vegeta went on to then question
okay.
having to dodge each and every single one of Super Saiyan 2 Trunks' attacks. And do you want to know on why that is, Trunks? On why I choose to underestimate you for the time being, Vegeta questions? For the answer is simple, and that is solely due to the fact because you were never shown in having to want it as badly as you ever claimed to have wanted it, boy. And for you to have went and requested to compete within this upcoming tournament as you currently are only would have been a mistake, Vegeta continues. And if you truly
A liability.
think this will honestly be good enough to go and have me change my mind, then you don't have a hope in the world in doing anything more that will change that, Vegeta continues. So if you truly mean what you say in wanting to go and take part and be a worthy contender in this upcoming tournament, then you better start getting your act together right and having to put out far more than what you are shown having to do within the moment. Because
this ain't
anything
it,
less than your
Chief.
absolute best will only be a result in having you waste your time, especially if I end up standing in your way as your opponent in this upcoming event. Because if that ends up turning out to be the case, then you wouldn't have a shot in the world of beating me, and deep down, no matter how much time you are given to go and try, you won't be able to go and make a world of difference in this battle if you did. Vegeta proceeds upon being shown having to then kick Trunks away. And
Ew,
because
his
I am
size
on
turned him.
borrowed time, I
My
refuse to
ribs.
go and have it be wasted if this is going to be the best that you have to offer here, Trunks. As Trunks
what, bro? We cannot play, bro.
Hey, just take it easy out there, Dad. Ouch. I can't feel my ribs, and my legs feel as though they're made of jelly. Oh, God.
Just one hit.
Did you really have to just go and lay it into me as hard as you just did here, Dad? Because
Yes, nigga.
that one went and really had taken me by surprise here. Well, tough luck, because that isn't going to go and cut it, and so now I will hereby offer you one last chance to go all out by using all that you have here against me, otherwise you can forget it. And so now go on and show me your best, or stand out of my way permanently, boy. To which, as Trunks was yet again shown having to power up, it would only now seem as though Trunks is far more determined than how he was just a few seconds ago, as Trunks went on to then quickly respond, well, suit yourself then, father, as even though I didn't really think that I would have to go as far as to use such power here against you, if you want
thought
me to
wrong,
simply
nigga.
go on and use my best here against you, then that's exactly what I am going to go and give you. And so now watch.
Both of y'all thought wrong, bro.
Now hold on a second there, for could that really be on what I think that it is, Vegeta questions? Because I can recognize that dense energy signature from miles away. Well, would you go and look at that? And here I thought that you were already at the limits of your power, Vegeta continues, but I guess I was mistaken now, wasn't I, Trunks? And since when exactly were you able to go and bust this level of power from out of nowhere and having to use here, Trunks? Because while I will go on to admit that I am rather surprised to go and see that you can actually wield such power as impressive as it looks to be, I just hope you know that this still won't be enough to go and do me in, but I'll go and allow for you to go and find that out the hard way. And so now are you
put them hands up, little nigga.
Because I most certainly am, to which it was only within those moments as Super Saiyan 3 Trunks was then shown having to emerge was when Trunks went on to then quickly respond. Well, if you're truly curious to know, then me and Goten had went and dedicated ourselves in training a while back before we had decided to go and take a small break to go and catch up with our schoolwork, but in the meantime, we went and remembered our ability in wielding Super Saiyan 3 as a fusion and simply practiced until we went and adapted it individually, which is why we are both able to now go and use it, Father. And while we never really had a lot of time in having to go as far as to practice using these forms of ours, Trunks continues, even if I go and manage to somehow continue to miss my shots and getting the better of you here, I still won't stop until I go and prove you wrong and doubting my ability to belong, Dad. And so you'll see,
luck.
especially once I go and wipe that cocky grin of yours right off your face, and I mean, respectfully, of course, not,
respectfully,
personally, as Vegeta went on to think,
nah, nigga, stand on that.
Oh no, but I insist, Trunks, be as personal as you'd like to go and be with me, because
for
whether
real,
you mean and what you say and look forward in doing it, you still won't be successful in achieving it, no matter how many times you manage to go and transform. And so now come and prove it to me.
That gap is just unreal, bro.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to go and see about that as we come to go and find out and seeing which one of us is going to be telling the truth, Father. And so just so for the record, Trunks adds upon being shown having to finally attack Vegeta whilst wielding Super Saiyan 3, I'm not going to stop attacking you until I am able to go and knock your head back, Dad. As
that's not happening, fam.
Well, not bad at all, actually, for at least you are finally able to go and get a bit of offense here against me, but it was as I had said before, Vegeta continues, as you are going to have to fight a lot harder and with far more power behind your attacks if you think that you're going to be getting the better of me, which I can assure you here and now that you won't, Trunks. But then, it was suddenly from
that shit crazy, bro.
Moments as Super Saiyan 3 Trunks was finally shown having to get the upper hand by having to actually be shown attacking Vegeta and getting a
you got licked. Damn.
Trunks went on to then quickly respond.
You got hit in.
Continue to go and think what you want, Father, because it was as I had said, and so I'll go and repeat myself in case I wasn't clear enough before. And that is simply put that I won't stop attacking you until I have went and wiped away that grin that you gave me.
Did better than Goten.
And from the looks of it, it sure doesn't look as though I was wrong about what it was that I had said, now wasn't I? And so now how do you like that on for size, Dad? And if that wasn't going to be enough to go and change your mind, then there's plenty of more where that came from, and so now bring it on because I'm
First of all, little nigga.
First of all,
little nigga, calm down. You got 2 hits in. Good for you. Nigga probably didn't even feel that. Good for you, fam. He probably let you hit him. Who knows?
Well, would you just go and
and why the music changed? Why the music changed? Vegeta, that's your son now. Vegeta, that's your seed, nigga. That's your firstborn. Heir to the throne type shit. You know what I'm saying? First of his name. Don't do what you about to do.
It seems as though this just might be worth my time after all, Trunks. Or this was both a pleasant and yet a very annoying little surprise in having to watch all of this unfold, and so now you have my full and undivided attention from here on.
Oh dear.
So bravo on being able to find an opening that was quick enough in getting a good shot on me while you could. Vegeta went on to then continue upon being shown having to clap, as I will be the first to go and admit that I certainly wasn't expecting for you to go and take it this far out here against me, and so if that's going to be the case here against you, Vegeta adds, then let's just see on how confident you truly are when staring into the power of the God of Destruction. Vegeta went on to then transform.
Oh my God, he went straight to ego?
I'd be very careful if I were you, because this is going to be unlike anything that you've ever dealt with before, Trunks.
This is so overkill. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Because the thing is, he didn't need to transform. That's the thing. He didn't need to do this. He just wanted to flex on his own nigga, on his own son. That's all he wanted to do was flex. In oral form, bro. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't have to do this.
With Trunks responding, "Whoa, I haven't seen Dad go and use this freaky looking ultra form of his in a really long time, but, well, even now while I'm looking right into his eyes, he only appears to be far crazier than I remembered him being like, but his power is gigantic, and what's even more unsettling," Trunks adds, "is that this isn't even Dad's ultimate level of power either, because whatever's left that goes beyond this is more than likely his mastered variation, but even while I'm not sure on what to make of this at the moment, I've still got to go in there and try no matter what." As Ultra Ego Vegeta
I guess
point towards Trunks by responding, "Well then go ahead and give it your best if you think that it'll work,
come boy,
Trunks, and I'll even go and give you a freebie and allow for you to go and attack me while my back is turned, just so you can go and have a better chance at proving your own point." As an infuriated Super Saiyan 3 Trunks then went on to dash
just wanted to flex on his son, bro.
Yourself then, Dad, but going and turning your back to me during the middle of our battle is going to be one mistake that you wish you didn't go and make, and so
no, he not. No, he won't. No, no.
Me or not, I will go on to prove you wrong otherwise, and so now take this. What the? My attack. It hardly made an effect on you, with Vegeta being shown having to smile and responding, "Well, go on then and do your worst if you think that it'll make a difference here against me, and I'll go on to show you on why none of it will matter when this is all said and done, Trunks." "Oh, why aren't any of my attacks working here?" Trunks went on to say to himself upon being shown attacking his father. "Well then never mind that, sooner or later I will land a strong enough blow on you that'll, well, so be it." Then Vegeta went on to then quickly interrupt by elbowing Trunks in the stomach. "For I have seen enough, because if this is going to be the best that you can do while my back is turned towards you, then there is no need for this to continue. And so for what it's worth, you should go and do yourself a huge favor and just stay down for the time being, Trunks." As Trunks went on to then hold on to his stomach by responding,
"Oh, that shit hurt.
Too strong. You
Yeah.
didn't need to go and hit me as hard as you did just now.
Nigga, that was a pee-pee touch. Nigga, that was a love tap."
Nonsense, because that wasn't even remotely close in being as hard as I could have went and hit you with, but yet
Facts.
there you are dropping right back down to your base level, and yet you still claim to want to go and enter this upcoming tournament. You've got to be kidding me," Vegeta continues, "for you would have been eaten alive out there if that was the best that you had to offer, Trunks." With Trunks responding, but I don't understand, because how are you this strong to where that not even my Super Saiyan 3 was enough to go and do anything to stand up against you, Dad?
And first of all, let it be known, nigga, he didn't have to transform to begin with.
Well,
he just wanted to flex.
I will just have to go and try a little harder next time, because I don't want this to be on how this ends here, Dad. Please. With Vegeta responding, "Just to look at yourself. How pitiful. And here you thought that you were ready to face me and thinking that Super Saiyan 3 was actually going to work, now didn't you? Well, let this go and serve as having this be a painful reminder to you that the difference in our power is night and day, Trunks. And do you want to know as to why that is?" Vegeta questions. "Well, it's simple, because you've went and allowed yourself to grow complacent over the years and thinking that you could simply keep up just because you are my son, but you're wrong, boy. And so do you want to know as to why I am the way I am?" Vegeta continues. "It's simply because I've never settled, and if you truly want to go and be a part of this upcoming tournament, then you will need to go and learn on how to not settle too. Do you understand? For the very power that you seek isn't woven within myself or anyone else, but within you," Vegeta went on to approach Trunks by tapping him on the chest and continuing, "where it has always been, but it won't come to you by waiting or by wishing, but only through your willpower to dig down and fight for it and bringing it out and onto the surface," Vegeta says. "And if you truly wish to either stand by my side or stand across best for me during this tournament, then you will go and need to learn how to set aside your immature nature and further go on ahead to evolve yourself into becoming the man that you want for yourself to be, Vegeta says. For both you and Kakarot's youngest are no longer children, Trunks, and so if you don't find it within yourself to make the changes that need to be made, then you will always remain as you are and being nothing more than a shadow of the warrior that you one day wish to be. And so now the choice is yours, but whatever choice you go and decide to make, do not go and waste my time and having it all be for nothing, Trunks. And so for what it's worth, let me go and make this perfectly clear, for I will help you for the time being, but only because I see the potential that's buried deep within you. However, if by the end of the day you don't find a way to break your limits and evolve, then I will refuse to allow for you to go and compete in this upcoming tournament. Do I make myself clear? And so now hurry it up and come with me, with an excited Trunks being shown responding, "Wait, seriously? You really mean it? Well, thank you for giving me a chance to go and show you, as I promised that I won't let you down in the meantime, Dad. And so you can make sure to go and count on me. But, well, where exactly are we going if you want me to go and follow you, Dad? Because, well, I'm starting to get a little nervous," Trunks says.
You should be.
It was only right then and there now, during that
Oh, son of a bitch.
Beyond Dragon Ball Super, Story of the Omniverse,
God
the
damn
official
it.
top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse sequel, Manga chapter number 9 special, then comes to a close. Well, actually,
Shut up, Whis. Shut up, Whis. Just shut it up, bro. This nigga flexed on his son, bro. He did not need to transform. The nigga, he just wanted to flex. You lucky you didn't see that. Lucky you didn't see that fucking shit. Oh my god. Demon. That's what I'm saying. No pun intended. But like, put me in this verse. Put me in the verse. The first thing I'm doing, hey y'all, can I make a wish? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a Saiyan for real. You feel me? I'm trying to be like you. And after that, I'm about to lock in. I'm gonna pass these two little half breeds up like that. I'm locked in, bro. On God. Poor bastard never stood a chance. And low key, what's crazy? He probably could have did this shit just in Super Saiyan, low key. It's a damn shame. Goddamn shame. Are they about to go meet up? Low key, with Goku and Goten on the cool? Cause ooh-wee, I don't think they're ready for that. And on top of that, what about Gohan and Piccolo? What about them niggas? You know, cause they need to train too. Cause hey, you don't want to get caught lacking in this tournament. You feel me? But who knows? Cause like, of course we're going to see like niggas from like the other, you know, mangas. But like, what if we see some niggas that we didn't see? You know what I'm saying? Some like, I don't know, like a evil Goku or some shit, a legit evil Goku. I don't know, or some niggas just never seen before. You know what I mean? You never know. Cause I think, cause this might be like the longest training arc. You feel me? Before this shit even begins. So yeah, and I wonder if we want to get like an episode where like they're gonna tell like the other verses, hey y'all, time to train. You feel me? Tournament up type shit, pull up. You know, I guess we'll see though. I guess we'll see. Trunks, hey man, hey look, you got too comfortable, bro. You and your bestie, y'all both got too comfortable, bro. Y'all dads are they different, bro. They ignorant, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got it out the mud, big dog. You feel me? That's why they where they at, bro. That's why Super Saiyan 3 ain't shit to them. It really ain't shit to them. Oh my god, bro. If somebody is just like disrespecting your peak transformation in base form, it's go train harder, fam. Go train, bro. Go train. Go goddamn train, bro. Cause Super Saiyan 3 is not, you know, nothing to scoff at. Again, a 400 time multiplier. You feel me? And Goku and Vegeta like, nigga, okay, and you know? Oh my god. Cause like, you gotta think about it, bro. Goku was fighting Kid Buu in Super Saiyan 3. You feel me? It was going blow for blow for a while. You know what I'm saying? But like now, nigga, they dog walking. Nigga, I could say this confidently. They dog walking Boo in base form in ROF. You feel me? The freezer shit. You feel me? They dog walking that little pink motherfucker. I wish they brought him back on the cool, just so Vegeta could just get it back in blood. You know, cause what he did to my nigga in that fight, bro. Oh my god. It's crazy. That's not the same Vegeta anymore, bro. Oh my god, it's crazy. Anyway, we came a long way. I'm yapping. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the video with a like. All that good jazz. Subscribe to Alex. Skip up to 2 milli type beat. And yeah, love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.